Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Mentos Plays Our Darker Purpose. Give me one second, I just want to make sure the volume balance is correct on this. It is, okay. But yes, I am here today because, in part, if you are unaware, Our Darker Purpose actually got an update not too long ago. I'm a little bit behind the curve on it due to my technical difficulties last week. But yeah, it got an update that added some new items, some new floor characteristics into it. I've only done one run since that update. I haven't seen much, if any, new items. I can't recall if I saw any of them even. But we're going to do our best to have a nice run here, try to show off some new stuff, and enjoy this new free little bit of content. I am playing horribly thus far. Okay. And we get the Edgewood Plans, which is going to show us where the boss is, as well as let us kind of pick and choose which bosses we fight because we'll know them before choosing the floor. So we can avoid ones that give me an absurd amount of difficulty and go for more ones that give me less trouble. Can't believe I just took damage to that guy. Good. There's our champion of the floor, so we'll get our next item here. Hopefully something a little bit more directly helpful, so to speak. It's not really the word I'm looking for there, but I mean something that's going to actually affect our character instead of being a kind of helpful in different ways type of thing. +5 move speed, +5 damage for each missing juice box. We're gonna go with this one because that gives us some healing. And we get the Terrace Petting Fish. Not a great item, but not a bad one either. Our vending machine here doesn't really have anything we want, which is good because we couldn't afford anything anyway. And we're gonna be fighting the operator here, the obsolete operator to be specific. Our bubble should help out a bit. I really think the easiest strategy for this guy is to leave the spawns alive and just focus on him. Although I did take a little bit of damage there. As you can see, that went pretty well by doing so. So we can fight the Candelabra of Longing in a leaderless floor, or we can go to a gluttonous floor with Sudsy the Inanimate. We're going to go to the gluttonous floor with Sudsy. Sudsy is a very simple boss comparatively to the Candelabra, and Gluttonous is far better than Leaderless in a lot of different ways. So, obvious choice between these two floors. Leaderless is a little bit easier, of course, but you don't get a leader, so you don't get an item drop. Versus Gluttonous, where we're going to get extra juice box drops, and we're going to have a leader most likely. Fragile Glassware I would love to pick up if I can get 4 more cents. Obviously it doesn't last forever, but it is a nice item to have. It certainly speeds things up a lot, which makes things easier to survive. I just destroyed a little bit of cover. That wasn't very smart, but we're safe anyway. We get the Tesla coil, or the Van de Graaff playset, sorry. Oh yeah, oh my god, no! Bubbles, stop hitting that thing, please! Please, Bubbles, please! We could go fight Sudsy right away. I don't think that's really the best decision. The Unbearable Interest of Being, 10% move speed, tokens earn 20% interest. Plus 20% attack speed. We're going to go with that. The token bonus is nice, but I would rather have a little bit more attack speed. Oh yeah. That is actually very noticeable. Except nothing's dropping tokens for me, unfortunately. And not very many juice boxes for this being Gluttonous floor and all. I did find a couple tokens now, though, And a juice box drop immediately after saying that, of course. Okay, that gets us actually pretty well off on health. Don't worry about the slimes, we're going to worry about the fire starters instead. Because by getting rid of them, we have no obstacles when we go to pick up the chest when this is done in 2 seconds. We get the fedora, which... it's not a great item. It's not bad either necessarily. We didn't get up to 12, right? Nope. So no, no item for us, unfortunately. I'd have really loved to pick up the gradual glassware. It is a very, very helpful item, but it was not in the cards today. Unless there's some money hidden on this room. Nope. Okay, let's go kill Sudsy. If we can stay a little bit closer to him, we can work on getting our Vandegraaff playset to do some damage. Of course, there is risk involved in that as well, but we can also do a lot of damage like that, and we're good. Be on the floor, you can go Candelabra of Longing with no characteristic. So both of these have no characteristics. I would rather fight the Cauldron of Yesterdayers, to be honest with you. We do have a memory room on this floor, which could potentially be something nice for us. Especially since I believe we have all the lore, so we don't necessarily get lore drops anymore. A little bit of HP back from those coins. I was gonna say, I thought he went down. Going to save that juice box for later. Okay, you guys are being kind of jerks about things here, if I do say so myself. Sad Chalking of Chalk is not a great item. I mean, it's not a bad item either, but 20% chance not to use chalk, not to lose chalk when you use it, isn't necessarily the greatest thing. I didn't actually pay attention to which way that guy went, so I guess it must have been right. Yep, there we go. We get a coin, and another coin. I was kind of hoping to fight the Archivist, because that would obviously give us the potential for an item, but we're going to go ahead and pop that juice box, get back to full health. A little bit silly, because we might be able to pull that off with coins, but I don't think it was a bad decision. A little bit of damage from a bubble I didn't notice. It's okay, it made that coin a little bit, those coins a little bit more useful. And let's see now. Kill the slimes. Slimes aren't that big of an issue. Good. Might as well clear out the path to the boss first. We should have a champion at least on this floor still. Or no, we had a champion already. We got the Sad Chalking of Chalk. That's right. So you might still have an item on the floor, but that's about all we're looking for right now, is that potential item. There it is. Excellent. It's another one of these rooms, which aren't the worst, although I did take a little bit of damage there. There we go. Shots Ricochet, another, you know, not bad item. Nothing great thus far, but Ricochet shots are definitely not a bad thing to have. They can certainly come in handy. Of course, the downside of destroying that stove is that that fire is never going to disperse. until I leave the room. And we have our vending machine. 12 kills in a row without rolling awards 20% resist, no thank you. 25% attack speed, slightly alter shot angle, I hate that item. We are going to pick up the Vexing Vial though, make our juice boxes a little bit better while we have the chance. And let's go fight our boss. Cauldron of Yesterdayers, hello. Nice to see you again, it has been a while. Things are going okay thus far. Let's keep destroying the slimes. And this is our main guy. No slimes. No, you don't get to go back to your boss. Where did you go? There's a second helping. Did the main guy die and I just didn't notice it? Because I haven't really seen him around. I guess he did. Okay then. So of course we're going to be fighting Goneril here. Reduce cooldown on items by 20%. Plus 5 damage, yes, so we're going to go with that one. More damage and using chalk increases our attack speed permanently. That's a good combo of stuff, in my opinion. And so that's what I'm going to roll with. Go away please, Chalk Cloud, so I can get through the door. Please, Chalk Cloud. Thank you. Okay, then we're gonna take out these guys. Oh god, got myself trapped. Okay, the Goneril fight could be a little bit difficult for us right now. We don't really have a whole lot going for us. We do now have the bird feather, which is actually not a bad item for Goneril. The lack of being able to aim hurts a lot less when it's a pretty much full room enemy. Of course, once it's just Goneril left, it won't be quite as helpful, but when it's the first stage where the fortress is still intact, that will be actually quite useful comparatively to what it is on some smaller bosses. Could even use it here just to take out some of these guys a little bit quicker. We got Mr. Toxicloud. Get rid of chair thrower number 1. Let's get rid of this flame mirror up here. Maybe these guys as well. Good. Now we've just got our leader to worry about. Well, leader and his one bro, but guy on the left, not that much of a threat. Ha ha ha. Thanks game, very funny. Very funny. If I wanted that, I would have bought it on the last floor. It's kind of like those Isaac runs where you have flying and then you just keep running into the ladder in the shop and you re-roll the ladder and it re-rolls into the ladder. It's just like, come on now, I don't want that. I could have got it before, but I really just... Something else, please? Oh man. Oh my. At least Globe Man is dead now. And Chair Thrower, okay, everyone's dead. Cool. Health isn't in the best of spots right now, but it's not horrible either. Got a couple of these guys. Just managed to crit one, or no, I think I hit him with the Van de Graaff playset. That makes sense why it was so quick. Get rid of that guy. Here's our vending machine. Nothing I really want from that vending machine. Item-wise, this hasn't been a very great run, but we've been playing decently. Especially considering how long it's been since I have played this game. For more than one run. So let's go off this way and go take on Goneril. It should go well enough. Going to immediately use the birds to do some damage. Okay, that went really well. That went well as well. You have taken more damage than I'm comfortable with, but all things considered, going decently. Fortress is almost below half health, which is when we are a little bit safer from spawns. Good. It's exactly where we want it, low enough to not spawn those big guys, but high enough to not spawn Goneril. Okay. Now let us slowly but surely take out these parts. Good. Then we take out the fortress. Goneril has spawned. We need to watch out for her now. We're going to pop a juice box, because we are getting a little bit lower than I would like. Okay. Just us versus Goneril. Let's go. Let's do this. Just call on the birds for a little bit of extra damage. Again, not as useful against a single target smaller enemy than for essentially anywhere you hit in the room is going to do damage type of situations, but still not bad. Oh god. Kind of wish I had taken Nevermore's Inkwell right about now. Oh god. Just stayed in that tornado forever. And the birds finished the job. Good job, birds. Let's get out of here. And we're going to head on to Power Struggle, Wealthy or Underlit. Power Struggle it is. I forgot to check who the bosses were. That could be an issue. Gain 20% move speed when not damaged for 5 seconds. Minus 20 attack speed. Plus 3 juice boxes / juice box capacity. We're going for the move speed, I guess. The juice boxes aren't a bad deal, but you know, those first 3 juice boxes account for 75 health. That once you lose it, if you don't get enough juice boxes to fill everything up, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Whereas the attack speed is going to be consistently helping me to kill things faster, which should theoretically save me damage. I can't believe I just walked into that. Good, good. Here's our first champion of the floor. Of course, it's Power Struggle, so we should have multiple. More chalk power-ups. Honestly, I don't tend to use chalk on runs very much, if you don't recall, but Against certain bosses, especially against Regan, I do like to kind of spam a whole bunch of my chalk in a short succession. So a couple of chalk upgrades toward that aren't a bad thing. It's just that they aren't going to be as useful as something a potato battery. Really? I have not had you in a long time, potato battery. I miss you. You are a very good item. I did pop a juice box there because I am getting a little bit lower in health than I would like to be. Of course, the potato battery I don't believe slows down the chalk clouds. I don't know, but I don't believe it does. It would be nice if it did, but I don't think it does. Let's kill that man, pick up this coin. Oh god. Either my bubbles or the Van de Graaff playset were just going to town on those little explosive things. Okay. Might as well clear out the path to the boss while we're here. Van de Graaff playset did nice things for us there, took out that enemy. We got a coin drop, which means a little bit of extra HP. Not a whole lot, of course, but a little bit. Student Treaty, Sudsy's Ice Tray. We're gonna buy Sudsy's Ice Tray. Not the best of items, but it is certainly one that does have benefits to having. You know, there are some items where it's like, you know, the benefits to having it don't necessarily make enough to spend extra money since it's a power struggle floor. But I think Sudsy's Ice Tray is worth the little bit of extra that we paid, given the floor type. A little bit more money, a little bit more chalk. Extra juice box. And we have just a couple more rooms left to go to. Oh no, not this room. Nimble Medallion. Dodging attacks. Wait, what was that? Dodging attacks rewards Edgewood Meritus tokens. Huh. That, I believe, is one of the new items that were just added, because I have not seen it before. That's an interesting mechanic. Obviously we would need a way to dodge attacks first, which is something that we don't currently have. We are currently quite devoid of dodge chance, which is unfortunate. Just gonna pound away on this guy for a while. Potato battery should come in handy, although I just let myself get hit 3 times on this fight. Just frankly rather embarrassing. 4 times. Gonna pop a juice box just to play it safe. Okay. Walked right into it. That was smart. How am I taking this much damage against this thing? With the potato battery. How? Just a couple more hits. Good. Dead, we get a C. Friendly footstools with no modifier. Virtuoso, which is a wound war floor instead of a Capulet. Underlit. You know, I would rather go to an underlit Capulet floor than to a regular... an underlit wound ward floor than to a regular Capulet floor. We don't have all that much killing power right now. Capulets can be a bit scary, and if there's no reward for going to that floor versus this one giving us a little bit of bonus reward, I'll take this one. I am maybe getting to a point where I should consider using another juice box. 37 isn't a whole lot of health. Also, our birdies will do quite good against the Virtuoso. At least I think they should. Plus 20 damage or plus 15 life, enemies twice as likely to drop tokens. We're gonna go plus 20 damage. We could use some more killing power. Not to mention the extra killing power, but the extra tokens are nice. Extra token drops mean more health drops, essentially, given the fact that we get a little bit of health back from each coin we pick up. But I don't think they're necessarily quite worth the not taking the damage. Go away, AP Magnificent. Ooh, Shystella's Diary. That's a real nice item. 2% lifesteal after every 5 kills. I will take that gladly. Juice box drop. I know I was down one, so I didn't necessarily need to use that, but I don't think it hurt. Staying at -1 juice box isn't the worst situation. By the way, this is pretty much the exact kind of situation that I was thinking of when I didn't take Nevermore's Inkwell earlier. If you're unfamiliar with the item, it decreases your light radius while increasing your move speed. Which, you know, is nice in a way, but all things considered, when you get to an underlit floor like this, it can be horrible to have. And in the event of running into one is pretty much why I didn't take it when I had the chance. That was really bad. He just kind of came and stood on me for a while. I didn't even notice you at first, chair thrower. If you hadn't thrown a chair, you could have lived. Such a shame for you. Hopefully we can get something good from the vending machine as well. Up will take us toward the boss. Oh. Good. Ah, yes, this room. Permanent 25% damage increase. Hard to pass up. Hard to pass up. Of course, it does mean that we don't have our birdies anymore, but the damage upgrade I think is going to be more helpful in general than the birds were. And if you look at how often we were using the birds compared to how often we were attacking enemies, I think you will see that I have a point here. We should have a vending machine off to the right here. Of course, to the left is the Virtuoso, who we should be able to beat no problem. Full on juice boxes, not anymore. Apple experiment, not that great. Ooh, the Sexton actually works kind of well with the setup we got going on. Let's grab it. This is going to make our shots not only ricochet, but eventually they are going to shoot off at a random angle at the end of the shot. We can get piercing shots now as well. That can make for a pretty interesting series of items. Oops. Playing sloppily, but this is actually a lot harder on an underlit floor than it is normally. I did not think of that before I started out here. Still not horrible, but a little bit more difficult than I expected them to be. And the reason for that is, of course, because you know the pattern of which hands are going to come up in what order by looking at where they pop up beforehand. Haha, beforehand. But, yeah, when it's darker, you can't necessarily tell what's going on the other side of the screen. So it can be a bit harder to tell which order you're getting if you can only see the center. Oh, get out of there. Thank you. Luckily, we're getting a pretty good series of spawns here. Oh, I got confused. Oh god. Not confused anymore. Of course, this is the best spawn because you can stand here and just fire away for a while. But as long as they keep coming up on, you know, 2/3 of the screen in particular, or on one side, very easy to dodge around it. And we'll head down to the next floor. This is the Regan floor. This is where games are broken. I can't count how many times Regan has ended my runs. And if you aren't aware exactly what the sextant did, essentially what it means is at the end of my range, my shots are going to kind of fire themselves again in a different angle than what they were originally fired at. Now this can be, or in an angle, this can be completely in line with the original shot, which could, you know, potentially vastly improve your range. It could also be one that is a little bit random. I've seen them almost completely turn around before. But, yeah, it is essentially kind of an indirect range upgrade that has the bonus of possibly causing you to do a little bit more damage. Oh god. I might not even make it to Regan at this rate. Candle. Now, I wish I had gotten Nevermore's Inkwell. Just go ahead and take these guys out easily. They're really no threat when you can destroy their desks, to be honest. Really just no threat at all when you can. Okay, we do have some plants on this room. I thought we did. But as long as we stay back here, we're safe. And then we can run in and finish these guys off. Oh. I have a feeling this is where our run ends. Even if it doesn't end with our death on this floor, I could definitely see it being put in a position of being unsustainable by the end of this floor. Of course, I would love to get the fragile roly-poly right now, since that would allow me to dodge off and then get even more tokens. Not sure if the tokens gotten through that would actually activate my life regen, but oh my god, really? It shot through that gap? Really? You're a dick, Mr. Flower Man. Okay. That's Regan's room. This is a flower room. And get behind cover. Okay. Easy room was easy. Let's check for any hidden coins up here. I don't think there are any on this room, but worth a check. Vending machine, what do you got for me? Would like to get that. Disquieting Drought and Juice Box are also tempting. Obviously we aren't going to go fight Regan yet. You know, our health is as high as it's going to be probably, but we also don't have all the items we might get. Let me remove the map there a little bit to make sure we have it all on screen as our floors continue to grow larger. Down and to the left here. This is not that bad of a room. These fire throwers can be annoying, but outside of the champion version, they're not that bad. And their projectiles are affected by the potato battery, so that gives us a little bit of an edge. Plus 25 life, juice boxes permanently increase health by 4, or plus 20 damage, plus 20 damage. Again, the permanent increase is nice, but if you can't get high enough to use it, then it's not going to do you much good. I mean, in all honesty, it probably would help us to have some more life, but since both of our to have some more life, but what am I going for here? Our lifesteal, I believe, is both kind of at a tipping point where I would need to get over 150 health by a decent margin to where it would start rounding up to the next number. You know, I've got 20% lifesteal after kills, and it is currently being 1/5 of 150, not 1/5 of 125, since that would be a fraction. So we would need a significant health increase to make those start being better for us. You know, it's still something that would help, but at the moment I feel like the extra damage is going to help me more. It's one thing I gotta give this game credit for in terms of making things a little bit easier, is that it rounds up. My least favorite enemy in the game, hello. You are the entire reason I hate Capulet floors. Goodbye. Oh, of course there's another one. Oh my god, he appeared right where I rolled. Well, ain't that some shit. Well, that was stupid of me, let's be honest here. It has wrapped up the floor for us, so I guess we go fight Regan now. Let's see now. Given the fact that we do not have enough to get the music, the sheet music, I think what we do... Oh, we do have enough to get the Phony Symphony. Juice boxes would have been nice, but that works very well with the kind of, I guess you could say, build that we have going on, which is kind of around having a lot of stuff that attacks even when we're not attacking. We've got the bubbles, we got the Van de Graaff playset, we've got when we kill an enemy they shoot out the ice cubes. We're just going to use our last juice box now because why not? But yeah, we got a lot of stuff that's based on kind of attacking when we're not attacking. And I think the Phony Symphony rolls right into that very well. Okay, you know what? Oh my god, she just dodged like all my chalk. Yep, this is it. This is it. Yep. The fact that she just dodged every bit of chalk I just threw at her. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed today's quick look back at Art Darker Purpose. We'll probably be seeing some more of this, enjoying the new patch some more. Either way, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Have a good one.